Powered by Virginia Radio.
Yo, 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 yo. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's another night here with Tspills, powered by Virginia Radio. Major shout out to Miss Malika TBD. We love you. You're the best. This show is sponsored by her. And our wonderful, beautiful, most talented guest, Miss Nunnie. Because she said she don't want me to mispronounce her name, y'all. No. So I don't want to mess up Miss Rogers' name. I said it so perfectly off air, and then I got to freeze, y'all. So, okay. Miss Nunnie, thank you for coming out this evening. We're going to talk about self-love and going against the grain, amongst a lot of other things, but they are the two main topics for this evening. Self-love and going against the grain. Okay? So you guys grab y'all a cup, pull on up, tap in, tune in, and most definitely call in. The line is 757-964-9367. Again, that's 757-964-9367. All right, y'all. So, Miss Nunnie. All right, first, before we dive into the topic, let's just talk about a little bit about who you are, because you are just so many wonderful things. You wear so many wonderful hats. So, let's start off with the component of being an author.
Okay.
No, I backtrack.
Okay.
Let's start out with, who is Nunnie?
If I could explain myself, I would say a content creator. I like to create content. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Oh, she good? Okay.
Just a content creator, pretty much. I just like to create, and I go with the flow. If I could describe myself, that's what I would say. I create content and I just go with the flow. I'm just Nunnie.
Man, Nunnie. Y'all heard it. Going with the flow, creating. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. That's super dope. Let's see. So now let's go into the author part.
Okay.
So before we talk about your creation, what made you even want to dive into being an author?
Okay. Being an author is one thing that I always wanted to do.
Okay.
Because I always wanted to tell my story in some type of way. And my book pretty much became about me just going on my self-love journey.
Okay.
And I got to a point where I was just really stressed. And I was like, I need to get out. I need to go just take a drive somewhere just to get my mind together, rejuvenate my soul. So I took a trip. I went to Raleigh, just 3 hours up the street. I stayed for one day. But within that day, I was listening to an audiobook.
Okay.
And it was about self-love. I cannot remember the author, so please forgive me. But she pretty much was just talking about her just being this multimillionaire.
Okay.
And she found herself getting a divorce with a newborn. Mm-hmm. And so she pretty much had to backtrack and figure out what went wrong, you know what I mean? And so as she's figuring that out, it just got so deep, even to the childhood. So I'm just listening to this, just learning. I'm just like, wow, okay, there's a lot of similarities that, I'm having. So I got to my room in Raleigh and I just wrote down my goals. And one of my goals was to have a book, some type of self-care book, some type of way that I can express myself, that I can, show other people, because I know other people are going through the same thing.
True.
And so I had 2 books. One of the books I had was just about my life, but I'm like, I know it's going to take time for me to write. And another thing, I was like, okay, I just want to put something out for the people now. And so I was like, what about a self-care workbook? Because I'm on this journey too, and I know there's people that is on this journey as well and that wants to be on this journey.
Exactly.
So I was like, let me get a little workbook so people can tap into their inner selves, learn more about their mind and their body and just who they are. And so that's awesome. How I came up with Girl, It's Time to Heal.
Hey, girl, it's time to heal. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all her book. It's so beautiful. First of all, the colors are very attractive, okay? And the meaning behind the book is awesome.
Yes.
So, this is a self-love workbook, guys. Look, girl, it's time to heal. And as we celebrate Women's History Month. This is a part of your history, your story, not his story, but your story.
Yes.
So this will be able to accommodate you and to help guide you in this journey. So where can the people find the book?
They can find it on Amazon. Just type in "Girl It's Time to Heal" and you'll see it.
Yes, you will, because she's everywhere. She's so awesome.
Thank you.
She's my new friend, y'all.
Yes, that's my friend.
My new friend. I love her. She's so awesome, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome, love. So, since we're talking about the self-love journal, why did you feel like it was so important to acquire that self-love? Not just because of like you want to grow or whatever, but why did you really feel like that was so important to embrace that?
Because I know that our people are hurting, you know, and I know myself, like everybody is hurting. I feel like we all need to tap into our inner selves, you know, and learn more about our inner selves, because we really don't know, you know, we really don't know like how certain things just have an impact on our lives, whether it's music, you know, whether it's the foods that we're eating, you know, the people that we're around, the different hurts that we're listening to, like they don't know. So it's time that we tap in. Yeah. You know, so I know that there's people that are wanting, like myself at a point in time, wanting to change, you know, and wanting to heal, but we didn't know where to go.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm like, okay, so if I can, you know, just walk out on faith and do it, then I know that
come on now, more
people will follow. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have it all the way together by all means, but I know that I'm walking in the right direction, and I'm going to take everybody with me that is willing to, you know, get to that place.
The right direction, y'all. Y'all keep hearing the same thing over and over now. Look, when you just hear it from me, that's one thing. When you hear it from the people, it keeps coming. Walking in the right direction. Let's do it. And I love that. That's so dope. So that kind of ties in. You're welcome. That ties into that empowerment. That feminine empowerment component of you. Yes. Because, and now, do you have a little bit more to add on in which, besides just the hurting, why you feel like it's important to empower women?
Because we need it. I feel like we need it, and we need it for our family. You know, just to have that generational wealth and be able to break those curses that we have been, you know, it has been like instilled in our DNA for so many years. Like, it's time that we really get in tune with it, you know, so that our children can go up to be, you know, better human beings and so forth. So I'm definitely big on that, breaking the generational curses. Like,
yes, y'all heard it here. Let's break the curses, people. All the generational curses. I love it. I'm here for it. But that is real, for real. Even though I smile and I laugh about it, but it's very major and deep though. At the same sense though, because the pressure of the woman, she is the center. Of it, all of the family. She is the center and the head, but she's the center because she's connected to every piece. Absolutely. She's connected to the finances. She's connected to the man. She's connected to the child. She's connected to the faith. She's connected to the everything, the mental stability, the nurturing. She has so many positions, so many titles, you know, and that ties into why it's important to have that self-love. Because if she doesn't love herself, that's going to spew out on the family. Absolutely. So I see why you tied that into that being very important, and that will break the curse, because how many of our foremothers have bled on us excuse me, whether intentional or not, because they were hurting and they didn't have that outlet and they didn't have those resources or that person to push them or empower them, you know? So I think that's so dope, and I think that's really, that's gonna really stretch your territory. That's really gonna stretch your territory, because for one, you have a presence and an energy for that. Thank you. Like, you're very pleasant, you know. You have a very
I try to be.
Yeah, and I get it.
I am pleasant. I'm pretty chill. I'm chill.
I mean, but we all have duality. That's a big word I use here all the time. And duality and everything. So it's okay. We can't always be nice. Right. God ain't even always nice. Right. He's spiteful sometimes too. Look.
No, for real.
So we have to have that duality, you know. But what I'm saying is that's what you lead with. Yes. You know. So anyway, let me go back to you, girl, because I can just keep talking about it. I love it. I'm just here for it. I'm here for it. Look, because I just love the way that if you look at how we're going on this journey, how they all kind of intertwine. So I don't know if you did that purposefully, or is it just who you are on the inside is just so intertwined to what's necessary at this time.
Yes.
But I really love it either.
I see what we need, you know. I see it. I've noticed this since I was a young girl. Just I see it. So it's like now I'm in a position where I'm chasing it.
Exactly.
I'm chasing it.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the other reasons why God allowed to put me in your path, because like we on the same mission.
Yes.
And that's so dope. And I think that's why I think you're so dope, but like you on a whole nother level. Look, I'm trying to you inspire me. I'm trying to reach your level, love. Listen. Because but we have that same passion for and we understood it early. Yeah. Like, but that passion to help people, to push our people, because it is so many needs. Yeah. It's so many needs on so many levels. And this, girl, it's time to heal. Self-love journal, baby, is what you need. Because I'm telling you, we don't have sometimes the proper outlets or the proper coping mechanisms, and this is a great coping mechanism, I feel, because when you can see it, you can write it, you can look back on it, you can check it off, you can kind of compartmentalize it better when you can see it. So I think this is so awesome. It's going to be so helpful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now let's talk about your position as being a strength coach.
Okay.
How do you do that? How do you execute that?
Right now, I'm just kind of just going with the flow. I'm just trusting in God and the universe. I know that my ultimate goal is to be like a motivational speaker. I believe in the right timing. So right now, I just have like a group of women that I talk to. We have dinners, 7-figure dinners, and we just talk to each other about, you know, just healing, you know, how to become better human beings. The mind, body, and soul. I always think about the foods. Yes. You know, I tell them about the foods, educate them about that, different frequencies that they listen to. I talk about that, you know, just life stuff, you know, and just being an accountability partner to people that surround me, vice versa. You know, uplifting them, encouraging them, helping them with, you know, anything that they need. You know, it's vice versa. Just being genuine. Yes. You know what I mean? Just being genuine. Like there's no like ill intentions or anything. Everybody's just going on the same journey. Yeah. You know what I mean? We all just working the same journey, just figuring it out. So that's where I'm at now. I plan on doing a lot more podcasts and hopefully more, events where I can talk. But I'm actually learning how to talk because I'm to myself, which a lot of people don't believe me because they'll go on my social media and be like, no, but I'm like, no, I'm like this, you know, but
you do what's necessary.
Yeah, I'm just learning to come out more, you know, and be able to speak more.
Yeah, that's good. Walking in her truth, y'all. Boldly in her truth. That's dope. It is different trying to learn how to walk boldly in your truth. I'm at that point. I was just telling you that, I'm at that point too, just not with speaking. Well, learning how to speak properly, because I ran on tangents at first. But learning how to speak properly in a dialogue manner. But coming out like with myself, like that self-love really, and not lowering my life, being okay with me. So it's like I really get that, and I feel that, like, and I think that's why we're connected, like, because it was some things that you have to tell me, and maybe some things that I can tell you, I don't know, but I know it's something I'm supposed to get from this. It ain't like I'm trying to take, because I don't mind reciprocating.
Ask me, I tell you anything,
and I believe that.
Anything.
Likewise. Likewise. But it's just like I just feel that energy, and like when you say frequencies, good frequencies are good. That's why, like, I understand that Loud knows you and that he put you on it. Like, I get it. Like, he put me on because he understood. He knew you. He knew your frequency. He knew me. He knew my frequency. That's dope. Yes. I really big shout outs to Loud. Always facilitating, being a great facilitator of Powered by Virginia Radio. Back to you, Miss Nunnie. So with the creator, because I know you want to go back to creator. So with digital creating, what kind of set the fire for you to start doing that?
Just trying something different. Like I always like to dare to be different. Okay. So I like fashion. I love beauty, cosmetics, and I love music. So I was in cosmetology school, and it was this girl named Nayyirah. She's actually here, and she used to.
Big shout out to Nayyirah.
Yes, shout out to you, Nayyirah. She used to do her makeup, and I wasn't into makeup at the time, but I used to see her do her makeup, and she used to do like creative looks, and I'm like, what the fuck, like it's that shit hard, and that's what got me into makeup. And, I started out with the basics, trying to draw my eyebrows, didn't know how to do them things, connected and stuff like that. And it was one year, it was a Halloween party. And I was like, let me try to do my makeup. Let me do a pumpkin. And so I did it. I didn't have, like, the right makeup, but I did a really, really good job. So I was like, well, this is, like, soothing. This is, like, I like this. Like, I like creating stuff. So then I just start tapping in. And I'm like, okay. Then I'm like, if I keep going, then, it will pay off. I took a break because there's so many things I like to do. Yeah. I'll get bored with something, but I'm like, you know what? Let me keep going at it to see where it takes me. Because I love doing it. I'd be up to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning just, just doing my makeup, just chilling, like no problem at all. So it's definitely like soothing for me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Would you call it like an outlet to a certain degree?
Yeah, it's definitely an outlet, and I get to create. I get to be anything, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, well, my hand is creating this type of art. Yeah. And I love art. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I can do that.
That's dope. That's dope. So, with digital creating, so that's what kind of inspired you. So what do you do besides your makeup when you're doing your digital creating?
I do hair as well. I'm a hairstylist, so I like to do hair. Hair has always been my thing, like always. I was always that little girl braiding up my cornrows, wetting them, taking them out, they be crinkly, and so I go outside. So I was always into hair. I love doing hair. That's another one of my outlets, and I like making people feel good, like women feel good, So I like the reaction, like when they see themselves and the way they smile, and that's what I like. That's what I live for. So I definitely love doing hair.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. That's good. They go back with the feminine empowerment as well. Yes. All your things kind of intertwined. So where can the people come and patronize your hair?
Okay, I'm at Nayyirah Studio. It is on Mercury Boulevard. That is like literally behind the Burger King on Mercury Boulevard.
Y'all heard her?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Say it one more time for the people so they can hear you.
I'm on Nayyirah Studios. Is on Mercury Boulevard. If you know what a Burger King is, across the street from the Krispy Kreme, I'm like right in that shopping center. So.
Come hit her up, y'all.
Yes.
And for your digital creating, when you do your makeup, where are places that the people can catch you?
Okay, yes. So I try to keep all my tags the same. So it's at Nunnie Butt. That's NUNNIEBUTT. On TikTok it's 3 T's.
Okay, TikTok is 3 T's. People.
Yes, but my Instagram is Nunnie Butt as well.
All right, so Nunnie Butt is where you can hit her up at to check her out. So let's go back to tabbing.
Okay.
So perfect tabbing.
Yes.
Perfect tabbing. So in understanding timing, have you grew in understanding and maturing in timing, or do you feel like you've always had a sense of timing?
I need you to
elaborate on that a little bit more. Okay, so like with timing, you know how like at this point in our life, we're on a journey, we're able to appreciate time and appreciate being patient, waiting for it, or knowing how to push it to get to it, or whatever the case may be. Do you feel like you've always had that mastered, or do you feel like you have grown in timing? And how do you appreciate timing?
I think I kind of had it together.
Okay.
But I feel like the more I matured, the more I kind of gave more gratitude to time and understood like how to be patient. Like for me, like I had to learn patience. I had to learn patience in very different ways, So like for one thing, patience, my daughter. I learned patience through my daughter.
Okay.
And she's 3 and she's autistic, but just learning how to just basically understand her, that taught me patience there because she doesn't talk.
Okay.
So I had to figure out, okay, how can we connect, So just learning, just observing her, watching her routine, trying to figure out what is she asking for, just that right there taught me patience because I used to be somebody that just like, my tolerance was just like low. So I'm like, all right, if I just, it's whatever. But that really taught me time, like, okay, let me just take the time. So I learned patience in very different ways. So now I definitely appreciate time, and I'm really big in just going with the flow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Ain't no need to go against the grain, baby.
Yes.
No need to go against the grain. When you go against the grain, you get a messed up haircut. Believe that. Any dude can tell you that. When you go against the grain, you get a messed up haircut. Shout out to everybody on the line. Yes. You grew into and evolved. Okay, now.
Yes, okay. That's one of my Facebook friends.
Yes,
okay.
You grew into and
hey,
evolved,
y'all.
love. Hey, Shantae. Hey, Mom. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Miss Malika. Big shout out. Hey, Josephina. Hey, Shantae. Hey, Byron. Hey, Joe Smooth. All right.
Yeah,
Get a shout out.
He been there for a minute, so I'm sure he probably seen the growth. Definitely.
Yeah. He said it. Grew into
definitely.
and evolved. Okay, darling.
Right. Thank you.
Yes. Giving her flowers.
Yes.
Flowers.
Yes.
That's right. See, that's the thing. When you are definitely on the right, y'all doing great things.
Aww.
When you're on the right path, people will give you your flowers.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait because you are impactful.
Yeah.
We never, for real, we take for granted the impact of small things.
Oh yeah. I'm one of those people that I do that to myself a lot.
We the small things, like it's hard because I get it because I'm that person, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, but we take for granted of the small things that we do, like when we impact people. We don't see the good that we do because we just do it genuinely.
Yeah.
So when you do it genuinely, you don't see it. You know.
That's what it is.
But when people tell you have to receive it.
Yeah.
Yeah, receive it and be well with that, because that's a part of showing that you're growing and that you're evolving. And, you know, people seeing it. You don't even really have to say it because they're going to tell you, like, girl, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah,
they
you know,
will.
because you are doing a great job. Like, I don't know where you have come from,
man.
particularly. If you're a bad share, you can.
Sure. I grew up in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So I grew up in Brooklyn.
Big ups to BK.
And I grew up in a single home family. Okay. So I lost my dad when I was like 8.
Oh.
Yeah, I lost my dad when I was 8, and I had my mom. And, you know, my mom had her struggles of her own, you know. So I grew up in like a abusive home. And I think with my family, I had family, but I just think that they didn't really know how to handle the situation.
I understand that.
So, you know, me just being young and by myself, I knew that what I was going through wasn't right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I couldn't see anything else because that was just the environment that I lived in. But it wasn't until I went to camp. Okay. One summer, she took me to camp. Thank God for that. And it was called the Fresh Air Fund, and it was where the kids in New York would go down south.
Okay.
And we would go stay with a family. So the family I stayed with, they were Caucasian. And so we went it was Pennsylvania. And when we went there, that's when, like, I just realized the difference. The parents in a home. You know, 2 parents in a home. I seen that. You know, I seen the big house and the pool, and just the discipline was different. You know, it wasn't physical. It was more so, it you know, the kids did get a beating if they did something, but, you know, it won't nothing like what I was going through. And so from there, once I seen that, I realized, okay, I knew that what I was feeling was right, because it wasn't right, and I knew that I wanted different. And so that's just pretty much where it started at for me. So from there, I just kept going, and I came here. I came here when I was like, I think I was 13. I came here. Okay. And it was a big transition for me because I came from New York. So, you know, when you in the school system, you come from New York, everybody's just like, you know, she thinks she this because she from New York. You know, whether it's just the way I talk, you know what I mean? Just like, say mother, it's just whatever. So I had to deal with that. But also I was dealing with stuff at home because I was in an abusive home. And I just always wanted to get out and try to figure out how can I get out. And so I went into foster care twice. I was in the foster care system twice. And I remember my judge was like kind of like my father figure at the time.
Okay.
Although I didn't see him like all the time, I seen him probably like every 6 months. But from what he told me, he said it was always something that he seen. Mm-hmm. Like it was always something that he seen in me, and I wanted to go to the military. And at this point, I kind of had to go to the military because I had a baby. Their dad was incarcerated. You know, I didn't really have any family, so I'm like, shit, you gonna have to do something. Cause I was working at McDonald's, and I ain't like that shit. Like,
I feel you on that, man.
I was working for 2 months, and I was like, nah, I can't do this. You know what I mean? So I was like, I have to do something. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the military. And when I went into the military, it just opened up my eyes even more.
What branch did you go in?
I went into the Army.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the Army, I experienced so many different things. Like, I just learned strength. You know what I mean? It had its ups and downs. I experienced racism. I experienced the whole 9 yards. I kind of literally went from like one trauma to another. And I was like, shit. You know, I was like, fuck this. So I was like, I got to make something shake. Yeah. So I ended up getting out. I retired, actually. But one of the things I noticed when I was in the military was that people worked so hard, but it was a cap to how much they could make. And it just didn't register, like, it just didn't make sense. Because I'm like, yo, we would really be out here, like, risking our lives. You know what I mean? And it's like, you mean to tell me, like, there's a cap? Like, I only can make, like, so much. I'm like, nah, that's not me. So after I got out, I was just like, you know what? Whatever I do, I want to do what I want to do.
Exactly.
I don't care what it is. I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's how I'm going to live my life. And so that was just all she wrote from there.
Okay, so what was your first endeavor after that amazing journey? What was that first endeavor? Was that the hair shop?
Yeah, no, not my hair shop. I had a hairline.
Okay.
I had a wig line, so I pretty much got myself out there with wigs.
Okay.
So I was in cosmetology school. So I was like, I'm spending money on hair every week, you know, doing my own hair. I need to make money. So I started my hairline, and I Googled what would be trending in the future. Like, in the next 3 years, what would be trending, and it was color. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to bring color to Virginia. Let me bring color to Virginia.
Okay, come on now.
I ended up linking with Big Will. He had a concert, and I got some tickets from him, and we ended up like this. And so he kind of put me on the scene, like, you know, getting out there, and I had a different color wig every week. Like, my shit glue in the dark. Like, it did.
I love it. I'm here for all of it.
And so everybody knew me like the girl with the different color wig. You know what I mean? And so that's pretty much like how I got myself like out there.
That's right.
And I just went through that. I went through that color wig phase, and I wish I still did it. I'm going to bring it back because a lot of people ask me. But that's pretty much how I got myself out there. Like, and I was just like, all right, this is cool. So I just was like, let me keep going. You know. And so I just kept going.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. So were you doing like lace fronts or just regular wigs at the time?
Look, my lace fronts weren't melted, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But they were good. They were lace fronts wigs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I had to figure out what end. Because, you know, before with lace fronts, it was just regular wigs. So I had to figure out what spectrum you was
lace
in.
front wigs.
Lace fronts. Okay, baby.
Yeah.
Upper echelon, wasn't it?
Yes.
Y'all heard.
Yes.
So what kind of color did you do besides going to dye? I'm just being nosy.
Man, I did every color. I had green going into blues. I had that color right there. I had Jolly Rancher colors. Ooh. Like, I had every color you could think of. Yellow, pink, orange, blue. It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. You was trying any color.
You
were creating colors too, weren't you?
Every week.
Oh, I wish I gotta see some pictures because that sounds dope. I like that colorful stuff. I used to be colorful in high school before it was popular because I'm from Detroit, so I always had a different swag. But Portsmouth raised me though. Big ups to P City. Look, but I always had a little different swag, so that's why I was into the colors because when nobody else wearing this, I was wearing this in high school. Like, I would make my own. I go get me 2 27 pieces or get me a 27 piece and a little 8-inch, and I put my blonde 8-inch on the top and put my little red 27 piece at the bottom and get my homegirl to cut it for me. Like, I would wear the different tricolor blondes and stuff. This was before I grew my locks because I had locks for like.
I went through lock stage too.
You did?
Yes, I did.
I was like one of the first people in Portsmouth with locks. Like, probably in Virginia, but because I know it was a couple of Rastafarian ladies that had locks. But like my age group, I was one of the first ones with locks. Like, because in 2004 when I was in college, I started growing them. So I love hair.
Okay.
Like, that's why people were like, you're not going to keep them locks.
See,
They were
that's why I
surprised.
yeah, they told me that too, and they were right.
But I did. Look, but they were right about where they were right because I cut them off now. But
Right.
I'm going to grow back, though, so they were wrong.
That's what I said. I said, I'm coming back. Let me just get this out of me, you know, real quick, and then I'll be back. Yeah.
You want to experience that because you got to think I had locks for like 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for a long time.
So I missed a whole phase of hairstyles, baby.
Yeah,
you heard what I said, 27 pieces. Y'all was already on lace fronts, baby.
Right.
I wanted a lace front. I wanted a pixie cut. I was trying to get with the, I thought it was cute. I wanted to try it one time before I left the world, you know? So I say I give me some locks again, but I love it.
Yeah,
so
I'm coming one day.
Yes, and what's the shop again so we can tell the people because I'm kind of.
Nayyirah Studio. Yes, Nayyirah Studio. It's a vibe.
I seen it. It looks like a vibe in there. It looks real, like a very dope ambiance. So I love it.
Yes.
And that's Mercury Boulevard, correct? Mm-hmm. Behind the Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
See, I be listening, girl. Okay. So, Miss Nunnie, what has kept you? I kind of already think I know the answer, but what has kept you in believing in your dreams throughout all your adversity?
Just seeing how I could manifest certain things. Like there's been plenty of things that I just manifested like into my life. Like like for example, this is real quick.
No, you good. Talk.
I had Big Will call me one day. He was like, "Man, cuz I want to get this apartment." So I said, "All right." I said, "I'm gonna come with you." Never been on that side before. I was okay, so we went to the apartment complex, and it looked so nice. It reminded me of North Carolina. That's why I was stationed. Okay. And I was like, damn, I want this apartment. At that time, I didn't have, like, you know, the money to get it or anything like that. But I just knew for a fact that I wanted it. So I just started working hard. And I always had that thought in my back of my head. And then, like, literally, like, 6 months, I got that apartment. You know, so I was like, oh, shoot. You know what I mean? And I just kept trying it with just certain things. And I just seen it. And I'm like, okay, like, this is the power behind it. Like, you know, like, really, like, eat, breathing, and sleeping it. You know what I'm saying? Like craving it, like and putting forth like the right actions to get there. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. Like I know that I can do anything. Like anything I want to do. Like I tell God, like I wanted to be on the podcast. You know what I mean? That was one of my goals in my phone. And I was like, you know, I put it in the air, and I just started making myself more available. You know, I just started talking a little bit more, and I was like, you know, I know that the universe is going to work it in my favor some way. Next, you know, I got a message from Loud, and I was scared as hell. Like, I was like, oh my God. I was like, you know, but that's what I wanted to do. Like, and with my book, I came out with my book January 27th. January 1st is when I wrote down my goals in my phone, and I said I wanted to write a book.
That's dope.
And that night, I looked. I was like, let me figure out how to write a book the easy way, you know. And 27 days later, it was out there.
Manifestation is real, you guys. I've been telling y'all that you got to put it. It's a trifold now. The thoughts, the actions, and the seeing, believing it. It's all three. You see, she said it. I ain't even say that. She said it herself. Look.
Absolutely.
Manifestation, people, we got to manifest. Because you see it's evident in her life. It ain't about what I say. It's evidence right here. She the evidence. Yep. Look at her.
Just
evidence.
Attracting it. Like,
yes. Come on now.
Attracting it, like, with the sounds. Like, you know, that's why that's why I wrote this book. So I want people to get more in tune with certain things. Like, I listen to, before I go to bed, I listen to, like, frequencies that would heal the body and wake you up like more energetic and more positive. You know, I try to keep in mind that the foods I eat, like, that's a battle, you know what I mean? But I try to keep up with it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, all right, I love myself enough not to eat that. You know, sometimes I might go back and forth, but like I now understand like how these foods are affecting my body.
Yes.
Like physically and mentally. And mentally is, I think, a lot more important, because when it comes to like self-love and mental health, like I see a lot of people say go get therapy, but it's way deeper than therapy. You can go see your therapist and then you're gonna eat you a big plate of steak and potatoes and, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff like that, and you wonder why you still feel sluggish or why you still feel depressed. It's in the foods. You know what I mean? So processed it's like foods, that's what I'm learning. The processed foods every single day that we're eating, like, no wonder why these things are happening to us, you know. But a lot of people don't know that.
True.
And so it's like that's what I'm tapping into, like that's what I'm starting to understand. And so I'm like, all right, so now I gotta step out the box and I gotta start leading. You know, like
that's right.
Just walking, because I know eventually I'm gonna get to my destination. I'm just collecting everybody that's, you know, coming with me, and I just ask God, like, just surround me by good people.
Yes.
So we can just keep on going together, and we'll get there, because we're gonna get there.
Most definitely.
We're gonna get there.
Definitely will. Connections are very important.
Yes.
Because like you said, when it comes to frequencies, those connections are the frequencies that's bouncing off of you whenever you interact. And so connections are definitely powerful. They definitely are meaningful too.
Absolutely.
Come on now. So, destination. Because you kind of already hit it a little bit, but let's dive into it just a little bit deeper with the destination portion of it. So, do you have like besides the vague, getting where I want to go, do you have more detailed destinations you would like to share, or would you like to not share it?
Okay, I think that my destination, I know for a fact that my destination is way bigger than me. But I do know that I want to be able to, like, build my legacy with my family. I want to teach them, you know, like, how to take care of themselves, like how to take care of their body. I want to have my own garden. Yes. You know, I want to have my big old house that, I think everybody want a house, but I want a house that I can literally do everything that I need to do in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, feed myself. I want me a little billy goat. You know what I mean? I want my daughter to have her big old sensory room. And I just want to be able to live as freely as possible. Because I feel like we deserve that. Like, yes, you know, I look at it sometimes, I be like, damn, like, why the hell we here? We got to pay bills. You know what I mean? Like, that just don't make sense. Like, why are we here struggling? Like, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to live that life. I want to live freely as possible. And I want my kids to be able to be comfortable and I know that, you know, when it's my time to go, like, they're good. And their kids is good. And their kids is good. So that's my overall goal.
Generational wealth, people.
Yes.
Let's get it. Let's tap into that. Yes, that's generational wealth there. Yes, wealth beyond where you go. That's what I'm trying to accumulate myself.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm trying to establish too. And that's what I'm going to establish. Yes.
We're going to get there. Yes, and the affirmations. Oh my gosh. Like,
they are very important.
Listen, if you look at my phone, I got affirmations for days. I mean, my affirmations come every hour on the hour.
Okay.
You know, because like I said, like, we got to change our minds.
Yes.
And what we see. So I'm like, if I see more affirmations, if I'm listening to more stuff and I'm paying attention to what I mean, then it's going to guide me in that right direction. You know what I mean? Because I'm feeding it to my soul to the point where it comes natural.
Yes.
That's what.
And it just becomes you. It's your new bad state. It is your new. It's your. Yeah, that's dope.
That's me.
That's dope. Yeah, most definitely. And I love the thing that you said about the garden. Look, I tried, right?
You tried?
Yes. I don't live. I got food and I did it. But I know I can only grow succulents. So I would have to pay somebody to come do my garden.
Oh, that's fine.
But I tried it though. It was fun. But it was like, I suck.
That's all right, because you could do something else.
I'm going to try.
It takes a village, though. You know what I mean? So.
But see, that's why we all have to have, and I like your mindset, because the way your mindset is going, believe it or not, we all going to have to tap into that at some point.
Oh, yeah.
The way the world is moving
get real.
and the way it's shifting.
Oh, yeah.
See, we think we see, so we ain't seen nothing yet. Like the way, and this is not even about what we think. This is about what is written. It's coming to pass, whether we paying attention or not.
It's in our face.
It's right here. And it ain't the world's not coming to an end. No. Nah, we got a while for that. We might not need to see that. Our kids might not need to see that. But we're getting in position for it.
Change.
So the change, because it's already the new world order. So we're already playing that role, regardless of whether we acknowledge that or not. It is. Currency is different. We're at war.
Yeah. Then we at war, right?
We at war. And we done included ourselves in the war, but look.
And they ain't nothing new.
No, we always doing so.
Ain't nothing new.
So
it's a damn shame.
It is though.
Ain't it though?
But that brings us to being awoke, baby. So what was your awakening? What brought you to that higher self?
What brought me to that, my higher self? I think knowing that how would I put it? I think that knowing that I had like a purpose and just me trying to find my purpose.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, like the younger me used to ask God, like, why am I going through this? You know what I mean? This don't make no sense. Like, I just got here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell's going on? But just me knowing that there was something a lot more bigger. And I used to meet people, like, just people along the way, like, whether it was like a guidance counselor or a doctor or, you know, just people that I just had a regular conversation with. They would always tell me, like, it's something about you. Like, different people tell me. And at the time, they was like, you don't understand now, but you'll understand when you get older. Yeah. And I used to think sometimes, like, all right, you know, not really paying attention. But now I look back, I'm like, yo, like, a lot of people were telling me that.
Well, that mean you chose it, you just didn't understand.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
See, a lot of us are called, but many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah.
It's a difference. A lot of people call because they have positions to play. Some want to beat the rise to the occasion, some don't.
Right.
But you are chosen.
Right.
And that's evident. Like, if all these people are telling you, because that was God's affirmations to you of who you were, reaffirming your position, your role, your purpose, people you didn't know.
Even know.
Exactly. Yeah. See, that's how it comes.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from that person who can't have a tainted opinion. Mm-hmm. So you got to receive it because they know you not. They don't know you.
Right.
They don't know nothing about you.
Right.
But they can see, because, see, we can't see how people see us. We only see a reflection of ourselves.
Absolutely.
People see our true selves.
Yep.
See, it's a difference. I had to really come to grips with that this year. Like, really, really. And I'm still growing from it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you've been broken or hurt for so long, it takes a while to really bend all those pieces.
Yep.
And sometimes you get re-broken while you trying to bend.
Yeah.
So it kind of, you know, those scars are a little longer lasting. They're a little, they get a little keloid on them, you know. So it's a little different the way they heal, but it's healing nonetheless, you know. Yeah. That's a dope. That's dope.
Ain't it beautiful though?
It is, girl. I love you. You look, y'all, Nunnie. Check her out on Nunnie Instagram, Nunnie Butt Instagram.
Yes.
That's 2 T's, right?
Yep, 2 T's.
On TikTok, it's Nunnie Butt with 3 T's.
Yep.
Okay. And what other platform? On Facebook.
I'm on Facebook, Nayyirah Rogers.
Nayyirah Rogers. I knew she was gonna say it for me. I gotta just say it. Nayyirah Rogers. Yeah. She is super dope, y'all.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. So, with music,
okay,
what I know that's one of your outlets, but what really like drew you to music? Was that like something as a child that you kind of levitated to escape?
Music is big in New York.
Okay.
Like us West Indians, we love music. So music has always been like a part of me. I always wanted to do music, but I didn't have the answers. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until I met my husband and he kind of introduced me to music.
Okay.
And so I was like, whoa, like this is a whole nother world. Like, where was you? Like, you know, it's been a long, like, where in the world? But that's pretty much who got me like into music. And it's crazy even thinking about that, because I remember like as a little girl I was like, I want to sing, and I used to hear like Mary J. Blige on the radio and stuff, and I used to try to figure out like, how the hell is she on the radio, you know, but we didn't have Google, so you know you can't Google stuff like that. And I'm like, I didn't really have nobody to talk to about it, so I just knew it just always been in my head. Like I always loved music. I always had like a love for music, and I think that's in my soul.
So what do you do with music? You sing, you rap?
I don't even know how you explain it. Like I don't know. I guess sing, rap. I just talk about how I feel, most importantly, and it's on auto-tune. I'm not a singer, y'all. Like I tell everybody, I do not sing, like, but I can keep you going.
Okay, so we got a track. We about to play that track loud. Can you introduce the track, baby?
Okay, so this is off of my Lemons album. It says Coladas, but it's actually Stay Humble.
Stay humble.
Yeah.
Hey. Shout out to Lil Nayyirah, couldn't get to Rizzo.
This boy got a hit.
Tryna stay humble, but my ego won't let me. Now I'm drawing conclusions, how they moving too sketchy. They want for me, and I just had to accept it. And I had to let it go, that's when I see my progression. I took my traumas, turned it to commas, and a Bahamas, sipping coladas. They only talking, because they not us. 99 problems, jealousy not one. I wanted money, so I got up and I got some. I would be lying if I said my life won't awesome. Part of a lion, so they put me in my coffin. Like a pop-up shot, the way They want from me, and I just had to accept it. And I had to let it go, that's when I see my progression. I took my traumas, turned it to commas, and a Bahamas, sipping coladas. They only talking because they not us. 99 problems, jealousy not one.
Yeah, she is snapping us. Yeah, you heard her. You heard her. Okay, look. All
This
right.
boy got a hit.
What's up, Queen? Halita, thank you for tapping in. Okay.
This is so dope.
All right, Cookie Eyes. Oh, sorry, Mama. I ain't gonna call you Cookie no more. I love you.
Turn my trauma into commas. That's right, Janita.
Yes, Janita Tucker. You the ball girl. All right, KPD. Oh, gang. Okay, Nazia, I hear you coming with it. All right. I did like that song, though.
Thank you.
I did. I really did like that song.
Thank
You dope. I see what you're saying. Like, it's like, but you, I see what you're saying. But you fit in the genre right now, too.
You think so?
Like, you fit with, what's her name? Oh my girl.
Who? Who?
Dang. I wish I could look on my
She make
phone.
music?
Yes, she does.
Okay.
Kind of like, they call it soul or indie music. It started with an E.
Ooh, an E.
Israel.
I don't know that.
I suck with
I
names.
don't know that.
Yes, y'all, call in. Thank you, Loud. Call in, y'all,
Oh, yes,
and talk
call
to
in.
her.
Oh, so they ask questions.
Yeah, they can.
Oh, that is super cool. That's lit.
Y'all want to call
that.
in? It's 757-964-9367. 757-964-9367. Hit the line.
That is so dope. I like that.
Yes. So we're going to talk until they call. Somebody going to call. It might take them a little
I
second.
hope they call.
She wants y'all to call in. So
Yes,
call
ask
in.
me
Y'all
some
want to ask her
questions.
something because y'all looking. Y'all
I know
want
a
to
lot of
ask
people
her.
have questions. They probably,
Yes, just
Yeah,
ask her
like
some
questions.
questions. It's okay. Look, that's what she's up here for now. Y'all better get your time in with her while you can now. Hey,
I
y'all.
know that's right.
Yo, Tspills.
Hello. This is Linda K. Edwards calling.
Okay, Miss Edwards.
I just wanted to say that music was really, really awesome. I love the beat, love the words, and I love the way that you didn't have any derogatory words in it. It was just all positive.
Thank you.
I love it, baby. Continue to walk in God's light and love,
Yes.
and don't let anyone make you feel that you are not enough, because you are. You are more
Thank
than
you.
enough.
Yes.
Who
And
is
God
she? I gotta
is
follow her.
destined. You are fully covered with God's blessings.
Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate you. I'm definitely about to follow you. I appreciate that. I needed that.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Keep up the great work. We all love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Linda, for calling in.
You're welcome.
You're such a blessing. Have a great one.
You too.
Thank you, love.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That
She's
was
so
beautiful.
dope.
That was so dope. I wonder if she my Facebook friend. I'm gonna find her after this live.
But it's right there. It's going to be in
Okay,
the
yeah.
chat.
Okay.
Yep, she dope.
I see her.
Linda
Shout out
K.
to Linda.
Edwards.
Thank
Yes,
you, Miss
shout
Linda.
out.
Thank you.
Oh, shoot. Thank you. You the stuff, Miss Linda. Okay. So, now, because all of the things you do pretty much fall into under entrepreneurship, and you kind of did hit on this at first.
Okay.
But I guess to give a little bit more details, what really pushed you into entrepreneurship, and what was your first? Oh, you already told me the first thing. What really pushed you into entrepreneurship?
I didn't want to work for nobody. Like, I didn't. It just wasn't logically making sense to me. Like, I've always been that child, that person that always kind of questioned things. Like, why is that? And it just didn't feel right, me working for somebody for so little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, no, like, and I think being in the military and being so, like, micromanaged, that was enough for me. Like, getting the phone calls in the group, like, if nobody answers a text within a certain amount of time, there's 0600 formation. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, I don't want no parts. Like, I think the military really done it for me, like, in a good way. it just made me just go out there and just do what I want to do. Like, I'm like, if I'm gonna live this life, I'm gonna live it the way I want to live it.
That's right, abundantly.
You know, like, and I feel like everything else will come. Like, as far as like me being financially stable, it's gonna come. But let me enjoy my life. Like, this is my life. So
I love that because the money will come.
Yeah, it's definitely.
If you're doing your purpose, the money gonna come because your gifts make room for you. So that's definitely gonna happen. I love.
And it's not a job.
Yeah.
It don't feel like a job. Like when I do my makeup, it don't feel like a job. It just feel like me just, you know, kumbaya, like you know, chilling, relaxing, creating.
Exactly.
Creating something with my hands. You know, so yeah.
That's dope. And looking at that finished product, I know that's amazing.
Right, and I think that's one of the most beautiful things that we have is like our hands. Yeah. Like we can create so much with our hands, with our mind, you know, and that's something that they can't take away. As long as I got my hands, I'm good. So I can do hair, I can do my makeup, you know, I can style something. As long as I got my hands, I'm good. Yeah. And even if I don't have my hands, I'm gonna figure it out. I got my toes. You know what I mean? So,
that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
I got my toes.
That's right, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's good.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
I love it. No, thank you. You are so dope. Thank you for sharing your dopeness with us.
Thank you.
Let's see. So, with going against the grain, why is one of the reasons you won't go against the grain?
I won't?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I am.
Are you going against the grain?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so why one of the reasons you are going against the grain?
I mean, because I walk in my own purpose.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm this is my life. You know, this is nobody else's life for me. This is my life. I look at my overall purpose as giving back. You know I'm not out here doing any harm to anybody or, you know, I don't have no ill will intentions, so I'm going to live my life. I think that a lot of people are afraid to be different.
Come on. Man.
I've always been different. You know what I'm saying? I never fit in. And so it took me a long time to realize, like, you're not
built to fit in.
You're not built to fit in.
Yeah.
Like, you that one that's going to go out and do your own thing, and you know some people will follow. So I'm all with going against the grain. And as I started going against the grain and started maturing, I just realized like what it takes to go against the grain. Because when you go against the grain, you're that rebel.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what they call
You're
it.
that different one, you know. And it's like a lot of people that don't understand would try to stop that.
True.
You know, they would try to stop that or try to judge it. You know, and sometimes I think a lot of people go back in the box because you got people that's like, what are you doing? Come back, you know, or they're judging you. But I'm just like, you know, fuck it. Like, you got your own life to live. You know what I mean? Like, can't tell me what to do with mine. You got your own life. Like, get your life in order. So I'm definitely with going against the grain. Like, I'm not made to fit in a category. Okay. And that's why I do the different things that I do. Like, I can do music. Like, I can do fashion all day. I can do hair. You know, I can paint. I can do different things because I'm not made to just be in one box. You can't just say Nunnie the author. No. Yeah. You can't just say Nunnie the content creator or Nunnie the hairstylist. Like, you're either gonna know me from hair, makeup, book, music, something. You know what I'm saying? But it's never just gonna be one thing because I wasn't created for that.
Come on now, multi-purposeful.
Yes.
I love it. There's nothing wrong with being multifaceted, baby. Having layers. Yes. It's good to have layers. Onions have layers. A lot of things is complex have layers. So I like the layers, baby. Keep it going.
Thank you.
Because it's not big, you know. And it's crazy when you do feel that way and you know that about yourself when you're younger before you mature in that. It's like you kind of like, you know, you're different and you know you don't fit, but you try to force yourself in places. And that's how we get the false connections, because you try to force yourself into places because sometimes you feel alienated at times until you meet like people, like Baz or like moving or you get what I'm saying? So sometimes it's that, and when you're younger, you don't really value that because you're like, I don't want to be alone. I gotta move my best all the time. Like, even if you're a loner, you know, it's still like you still want to be inclusive sometimes, you know? But then when you get older, it's like, or when you mature, I'm not gonna say get older. When you mature in it, because it don't have nothing to do with age. Right. When you mature in it, it's like then you start attracting, like you said, all of that, because you start owning your truth, and you start walking in your truth. So you start attracting all the light bands and all the right places and the perfect timing and manifesting the destination of where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
So it's like it all kind of fits in. When you don't fit in. It all fits in when you don't fit in. Ain't it dope?
Dare to be different. Dare to be different. Dare to be you.
Yes, just
You know what I mean?
you.
Be
Genuinely
comfortable
you.
with being you. Like,
Yeah.
I like to be me.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I'm dope. Dope as
and
fuck.
you are. Right. We are
Like, that's
dope.
what I'm saying. You
We're
supposed to,
dope.
that's what I'm saying. You supposed to think you dope as fuck, because we
Yes,
are. Like,
absolutely.
so walk in that. And we all are, though, because we all have our different attribution that we bring to the whole body. Like, we all have our different attribution. Like, some people are vocal, so they're great at vocalists. Some people are writers, so they're great at your writing. Some people are facilitators, like Lyle. He's a great facilitator. He know how to put some people together, make some stuff shake. He know how to take, you know, we all have our own niche. Everybody can't be a Lyle. Everybody can't be a Tspills, or everybody can't be a Nunnie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all have our own positions to play, but your position is so purposeful. Like, I love the light. I do want you to just stay encouraged in your light and keep pushing, because I love the way your mind works. Like, that's dope.
you.
And I ain't trying to ride you, but I gotta just give you your flowers
and I
while you're
appreciate
here,
that.
you know, because
I appreciate
you
that.
are truly dope. Like, I really,
Thank you.
I like the way you're moving, and you're gonna have greatness, a whole bunch of greatness. Even if you haven't already, I know you probably have already experienced it, but it's gonna keep expanding. So just keep it up.
Yeah, it's the beginning.
Just keep it.
It's only the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep it. Keep going at it. And don't ever get deterred. I know you now. I don't think you will, because it seems like you're very
Sometimes
solidified
I
in
do.
it.
Sometimes I do. You know, because it's that road is it's lonely.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
You know what I mean? It's lonely, and sometimes you don't. Some people you expect to be there just won't be there. So you just gotta keep going.
But
know?
he replaces those people, though.
Yeah, everything could be replaced.
And sometimes he replaces it with better value. See, we get connected. I'm glad you said that. We get so comfortable with the time, right?
Yeah.
And we equate time with weight. But time don't always got to be equal weight. Sometimes time is wasted. Like, we attach that, because I know you for 20 years, or you've been my rider since high school or since middle school. It really don't mean nothing, really. You know what I'm saying? Even though it is a lonely road, but he gives you weight. He gives you people that has more value.
Yeah.
He will. So, and he'll take away the loneliness. But even in the loneliness, right, if you really think about it, life happens for us and not to us, right?
Yep.
So when you look at it, those times of seclusion, or what we call loneliness, is really your best grooming and growing times. Because you got time with that inner self. You got more time to create. You got more time to expand. Because think about all the distractions of when you're connected to people and you're not as lonely. You got to give them energy. You got to give them time. It's taken away from you.
Right.
And I ain't saying like being selfish or self-centered, but sometimes you need that time. And I think that's why he give it to us at the times that he give it to us. Hey,
Hey, okay.
Look, he say he's still here for you, baby. Yo, thank you for calling Tspills.
Blessings, Queen. How y'all doing?
Blessings. Hello.
What's up, Queen?
What's going on? I probably got this little thing a little too loud trying to hear you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Blessings on your show. You know what I mean? Y'all look good, sound good, everything sounds great. You already know what it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. She's so bomb too.
Yeah.
You should
Okay.
get with her. Golden Nuggets, right,
Golden
baby?
Nuggets.
Yes, Golden Nugget Hour.
Her name is Tanika Barnes.
Okay.
But
okay.
Golden Nuggets out.
Let me like it so I can go
like
back
it
to
so you
her.
can go back to her. Yes, she dope too. She real dope. I think y'all will have a real good
Y'all
vibing
dope.
session.
I ain't gonna take up to it. Yes, you already know. Go
Look,
ahead,
don't do that. I can do it. Look, this is my time. If I want to promote you on my time, that's what I can do. Okay? It's all love.
I love you, mommy.
I love you too. Thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome, and I love the hair. It's pretty. I got my hair over there too.
Oh yeah, your hair is really nice. I really love it. I said, oh, she just showed off with the long locks in her hair.
Okay,
Come on through now. I saw you pull up.
Blessings. Thank you, Queen.
Bless
You.
you.
I love you guys. Go ahead and do your thing. My mama continues doing what I'm doing here, doing these And, you know, we got to keep this money going, keep our money flowing. I'm sending blessings to all that to y'all, you hear?
That's right. Okay. Bless, stay blessed, stay up. Okay. That was dope.
That was dope.
Oh, I don't think I'd be hanging up the phone, y'all. Okay. So, is there anything else you would like to share with the people, love? Oh, they love it in you tonight, baby. Yes, yo, Tspills. Thank you for calling.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine to you, love.
Good. So,
Go best friend.
I just want to just give my friend her flowers.
Give them to her.
This is Nestle with OG Cakes, and I just want to give her flowers while she's on this podcast because she definitely came into my life at a time I did not know. And she just started pouring into me out of nowhere. So I'm so proud of her. This platform is something that is good for her.
Yes.
So the world can get to see her and know her in the business aspect because she is really about to take off. And I'm just so proud of her.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Ness.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you, Nestle. She got me.
You are welcome. You are welcome. And continue to just shine your light. Don't dim your light for nobody.
That's right, friend. I love you so much. Thank you.
Yes, I love you too.
Thank you, Nestle, for calling in.
You're welcome.
And she said she's so proud of you too, babe. Okay.
She is so dope.
Yes.
That's one of my good friends right there. Shout
That's
out to
good.
OG Cake. She make the best cakes.
She does.
Oh yeah, her cakes they're beautiful. Not only are they beautiful, but they taste really good.
Okay,
Yeah,
now.
really
And what's the
good
name of
cakes.
her business?
OG Cakes.
OG Cakes now. Okay. Little gangster. I love it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. The OG Cakes.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you would like to share with the people? I'm sorry, because I don't even think you got to.
The only thing I want to say is I just want people to believe in themselves. Like, that's the only thing that I can ask for anybody. Just to believe in themselves and just go out there and do whatever it is that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because they can do it. And it just doesn't matter, like, what your upbringing is. It don't matter where you come from. It don't matter your struggles. It just matters where you're going.
Yes.
You know, and know that, you know, we all can heal.
Yes, we can.
You know what I mean? We all can heal. Nobody's perfect. But just believing in yourself. You know what I mean? Like, even when nobody don't believe in you, like, believe in yourself and just do whatever it is that you want to do. And be you. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be that different person. It's okay to be that brightest crayon in the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to be lonely. Like, but most importantly, like, do what makes you happy.
Yes.
And that's the only thing I can ever ask for anybody.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, y'all heard it. Do what makes you happy. Believe in yourself. Walk in your truth, as I always say.
Yes,
walk in your truth.
Yes.
Cause that's what it's about. Great things will come for you.
Absolutely.
Well, in honor of Women's History Month, this beauty right here is making a lot of history for the women. Very phenomenal, very talented. She's just so dope. I want you to check her book out.
Please.
We want to take out Girl, It's Time to Heal.
Yes.
The Self-Love Journal. Go ahead and hit her up on Amazon. Check her out.
Thank you.
Get you a copy, okay? It's worth the money. Get you a copy, okay? So we can all be on that same page. Yeah. We can have some collective karma, you know? Also, check her out on Nunnie Butt. That's Nunnie Butt on Instagram. Nunnie Butt with 3 T's.
Yep. On TikTok.
On TikTok. And Nayyirah.
Yes, Nayyirah Rogers.
Nayyirah Rogers on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Yes. So make sure y'all hit her up. Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in, calling in, vibing out with us. Yes. On this Self-Love, Going Against the Grain, Believing in Your Dreams episode. Big shout out again to Miss Malika TBD for the sponsorship. You are such a godsend. You're so dope and awesome, queen. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Tspills, and thank you, Loud. I appreciate y'all. Like, this was meant to be. I don't question nothing, and I know that it was the right timing. Loud been trying to get me to do a lot of different things.
Yeah, he will push
and I've been
you.
holding back because I'm so reserved. But I know this right here was a calling, and like it's really dope. I love what you're doing, Loud. Tspills, I love what you're doing. Y'all beautiful individuals, and I wish you nothing but love, peace, and prosperity. We all gonna grow, and I'm proud of y'all. And I just thank you for just having this platform where, you know, people can talk about just different things, you know what I mean? I just thank y'all a lot.
No problem. You're very welcome. And thank you so much for believing me enough to give me the opportunity to have you on and promote you and to push you and to build with me. I really appreciate that.
Yes. It's gonna be more. So you see me once, you're gonna see me twice.
Hey, y'all, that's what I like. Y'all heard it. She coming back, y'all. So y'all better stay tapped in so y'all can catch her when she come back up here now. And you know she might be on the Golden Nugget, so y'all might want to stay tapped in to that show too.
On the Golden Nugget.
Yes. I think y'all have a real good vibe. I think y'all bounce real good. Everybody here at Power by Virginia Radio really has a real dope vibe. So you could go to Music is Life with Katie the Queen. You could go to Real Spills with Willie. There's a lot of places you can go because everybody are vibe with you on a great level. You know. If you want to push your music, when you get a whole bunch of music, if you got a whole bunch of music, you can go to Feed the Streets. Feed the Block. I might be saying it wrong. I always say it wrong. But they know I love them. Big shout out, Five by Virginia. I love the team. Look, I'm just so glad you came through.
Look, don't it feel good?
Yes.
It feels good. It feels good, y'all. Like I'm really big on energy, and I feel like I feel good. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in the aura is lit.
It's lit. I wish I could feel it. I hope y'all feel it through the screen, okay? Because it's really always an ultra vibe here. But she's a real ultra vibe. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all check out her self-love journal. Girl, it's time to heal. Yes. Make sure you check her out on Instagram, Nunnie Butt, TikTok, Nunnie Butt 3 T's, Nayyirah Rogers. See, I messed it up. I did so good.
Look, that's why everybody call me Nunnie.
That's why they call her Nunnie, but I want them to check you out on Facebook, so I got to tell them the name. Look, because she dope. Y'all got to check her out. She has so many things. And again, thank you guys so much for tapping in, tuning in, and calling in, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with your girl T, and that means so very much to me. So I love you guys. I hope you stay blessed, stay up. I hope you have a beautiful week, and make sure you tap in again next Wednesday. Check her out. She also has Desire Studios on Mercury Boulevard behind Burger King, guys. If you want some braids, she gonna grab up all the crumbs,
makeup,
baby.
Braids,
snatch
locks.
all the crumbs. What your makeup, the locks. She got what you need. What you need. All right, y'all. Love.
Powered by Virginia Radio.